Now, why am I making this video? Because I finished The Last of Us, and I'm gonna give you all my opinion. And a lot of you guys were maybe are already expecting that I don't like this game. And for all those guys, I'm saying yes. I fucking hate this game. But I will explain why. For all those people that are watching this right now and don't want to get spoiled or don't want to get any spoilers about anything I'm gonna say, then click off the video right now. I'm giving you the chance, because if you want to play the game yourself first, go ahead. For all those guys that are still in the... still watching this at least, let us begin. I hate this story for a lot of things. It destroyed me mentally in a way that I never could have imagined a video game could do this to me. I played the first game, and it was a good game, a very good game. It was, for that reason, it was given Game of the Year. The story was relatable. It was an apocalyptic situation, and a lot of people in that situation would change in a monstrous way, you could almost say. And the point of The Last of Us was survival. Survival of the two characters, Joel and Ellie. Last of Us Part 2, they fucking killed off the main character in the beginning of the game. They fucking killed off Joel. And a lot of people online already fucking hate that for their own reason, but I'm gonna show you my reason. The first time I played Last of Us, the first one, I wanted nothing more than Joel and Ellie to survive this hell that was the apocalypse. And I was so happy that in the end, Joel and Ellie both survived. Yes, Joel did some questionable things, like ruining the entire world's cure for the infection. But in the end, none of those two characters died. And that was the entire thing that I didn't want to see. Because I liked them. I really love these characters. What they have done in the game was all horrible. They had to see friends die. They had to see people that they just met die. It was horrible to live in a world where the apocalypse would do so many things to people, and that you are the last ones that survive it. That was all, for me, what made The Last of Us 1 so great. Last of Us 2, they killed off the main character in the first 2-hour mark of the game. In the beginning. And the way they did it was garbage. It was absolutely disgraceful. Joel died because he saved a person that wanted him dead, but he didn't know about that. And they were ambushed by a lot of infected. They ran to the person that wanted Joel to die into their hideout, basically. And then when they were finally safe, and Joel saved that person with his brother Tommy, by the way, they get ambushed. Ellie came in that place. She was about to try to save Joel, but she was too late. And she got ambushed too. Tommy was put unconscious, and Ellie was put on the ground and had to see the goddamn main villain of this game beat the fuck out of the main character from The Last of Us 1. She killed Joel with a golf club. And who is she? Abby is the name of the villain in this game. But I'm gonna call her Abyss, because she is abysmally annoying me in this entire game. I fucking hate that character. But I will go into it. Don't worry, I will go into it. What I don't like about this, I'm gonna say it right now, is this is the first half. You don't play as Joel at all. You see Joel being around Ellie and shit. You see him talk with Ellie and the whole bond that they had in the first game. You can definitely see it in this game. But you don't see it in the beginning. And that is the problem. You see it later, when he's dead, in flashbacks. And that's garbage. Because that should not be a flashback, it should have been in the fucking beginning of the game, but it doesn't. And I fucking hate that. And not only is that something that should have been in the beginning, but also the introduction of Abyss should be in the beginning of the game. But it doesn't. It's the second half where you get any information on who she is, why she killed Joel, and all that shit. And I'm gonna spoil it right here for you people. Why did Abyss kill Joel? Oh, that's very easy, and it is very poorly written also. You know one of those doctors in the first game that were trying to, you know, get the cure from Ellie, and by doing that they would kill her? Joel killed one of those guys that was actually Abyss's father. A random doctor was Abyss's father. Oh! Did we care about him though in the first game? No, he was just an obstacle in the way. Why should we care though? Because reasons. In the second game. This guy was a doctor, and yeah, he was not an evil doctor, but he was still something you could say is forgettable. It was a random dude in a random place at the wrong time, and bam, he got killed. And for some reason this is his daughter, and for some reason she's after Joel. I mean, it's not some reason, I mean, it's still a parent that got killed in the end, and we all understand that if a parent was going to get killed that you are related to, you're not going to be so happy about it if it is a good parent. You're going to definitely be enraged with the person that killed it, and you probably want to kill it yourself. That is okay. But the thing is, the killer got saved by the guy that killed your father. And then you still put him out of your fucking head. Garbage. Also, the way that Joel got captured is also out of his character. Joel should not trust people. That's what they established in the first game. He is always careful about that. Remember in the first game that Joel and Ellie were on that car and there was a guy screaming for help? Joel knew that this guy was not a real person. He was about to run him over, and he was right. This guy was actually a fuck up that was about to rob your weapons and shit and destroy you afterwards. And he let his guard down and immediately showed also his name to the people. Idiot! This is so out of character for Joel to do. Trust people. Yes, you are in an infected area and there's infected, we're gonna kill you. Yes, you needed a safe place, but God! You should not trust people so easily if you get fucking ambushed by infected. That's stupid, by the way. But Joel should have been able to kill these infected because they're stupid. They're just basic zombies and clickers, and he killed a lot of them in the first game. Not saying hordes or something, because hordes are only appearing in this game, but he still was able to defeat them quite easily in the first game. But then again, he's killed. Let's go further with this. So, we also, by the way, played a bit with Abyss before we killed Joel, but not enough so you could say you relate for her motivation. Oh, by the way, after you killed Joel, you might think, because Ellie was in the same room, she wanted to kill her. And 100% a lot of people, myself included, wanted that too. That would have at least been the way that the game would give us a bit of satisfaction. Or at least a good motivation for playing it. But they don't do it. But I'll explain why. So after Joel got killed, you have the... Let me see. You have the second part of the game. You play a little bit with Ellie in the first part, and a little... Nah, actually, you almost never play with Abyss in the first part, but you still play her before you kill Joel. I mean, before she kills Joel. Sorry for the burp. But then you go to the second half of the game. Oh, wait a minute, no, before I go over there. The end of the first half, you killed all of Abyss's friends in an effort to find out Abyss's location. And because those dumbasses refused to give her location and were actually threatening to kill Ellie herself, so because of that she had to self-defend herself against them and killed them off. But then at the end of the first half of the game, somehow Abyss is in the same room as as is yeah she ambushed basically Ellie by being able to somehow get into the building. And Ellie is together with Tommy and her lesbian girlfriend, which I didn't give a fuck about. Not because she's lesbian or something. No, I didn't give a fuck about the character. She was just one of those random characters that people somehow should be related to, but I don't give a fuck about her. She was one of those random and boring characters that I could see die and I wouldn't even cry or feel bad for. But enough about that. So, Abyss ambushed the gang. She shot Tommy and she was about to kill Ellie, but the worst thing happens right there. Flashbacks to Abyss's past, to her past, to explain why she did what she did, the reason why she fucking came back and fought against Ellie, all of that, the motivation, the character introduction, everything was in the fucking second half, and the worst part about that is you play as her the whole goddamn time. You play as the villain that killed Joel, and your motivation was to kill because of that fucking reason. And you get introduced by her in the second half. What the fuck? That should have been in the first half, as well as the flashbacks with Joel and Ellie interactions should have also been in the first half. That would have been build up the moment that they killed off Joel. But no! Put a tension moment and then go immediately to flashbacks to explain everything. That is stupid. That is the dumbest writing I've ever seen in a video game. You don't need flashbacks to explain things. You only need flashbacks when something that was said previously is something small. Something that is not immediately explaining everything, but at least enough for you to understand. This is an entire character introduction flashback. That is something entirely different. This should have been in the beginning, as well as the Joel and Ellie flashbacks that they had together, before they killed off Joel. Because then it would make a little bit more sense for why Abyss would kill Joel, and why Abyss was trying to kill Ellie. And yes, I am aware, her name is Abby, blah blah blah, but I call her Abyss, so get used to it. Because I fucking hate her. She's abysmally annoying me more than you could imagine. But enough about that, so let's go further a little bit in the story. So when you go back to the tension moment with Abyss, you probably want to play with Ellie right now, right? Because, well, she ambushed her hideout, well, not actually hideout, but just a temporary place for them to, you know, survive and stuff and shit in. But you don't. The entire tension moment, you play as Abyss, and you try to kill Ellie. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You want me to play as the main villain and try to kill the main character that is left from the first game? It's just so annoying. It's annoying me so hard. You have no idea how much that destroys my sanity right there. Ellie is the last character from the main game that is the main character. And you are telling me that I'm playing with the villain of this game and trying to kill her? I mean, yes, it logically makes sense because she kills all of Abyss her friends. But this is the main character. You can't kill off the main character like that. Or at least you cannot kill both main characters of the first game like that. And then in this pathetic fight that they have in that stupid house, Abyss is about to kill Ellie, but she sees that her little boy that was introduced with her flashbacks is crying. And because of that crying, she stops trying to kill Ellie. Oh my god, that is so fucking inept. That is so stupid. That is the fucking worst reason not to kill a person. So after that, you still want probably Abyss to die. So what do? Since the second half is over, you go to the ending. In the ending, after the whole I almost killed you but I let you live for this stupid kid, Ellie with her lesbian girlfriend are in a farm. What is this? Is this Avengers Endgame showing what Thanos was doing at the end of their fucking Infinity War? Farm. Yeah, if a character's done doing what they wanted, there is a farm cliche. Sorry, man, but that's just stupid. When I saw the farm, I was like, oh, is this roll credits moments? No. It's not even a roll credit. To be honest, it should have been. Then I would at least hyped up the moment that you fight against her, but no. So after that moment, from the stupid farm, you get to play, finally as Ellie again. I mean, you play in the farm as Ellie too, but you really don't play as her. You just fuck around with animals with her lesbian girlfriend, and that's it. After that, you play as Abyss a little bit more. Not a lot, thank God. But you still play as her a little bit. She gets captured by fucking random people in a weird-ass town she somehow is in. Ellie is also playable then, and she's also in that same town for some reason. Probably to now, she was in that town, I think, because she wanted to kill her now this time, finally. So, you eventually found out that these people that captured Abyss are people that also keep a lot of other people prison. So, you free them. You free all of them, you ask for where Abyss is, and she's weakened. Very weakened. You free her. You're both having a boat to escape from this hellish island. But Ellie is about, nah, screw that, I'm gonna kill you now. And what she did to try to kill her was dumb. You know the random boy that I said was with Abyss? She threatened to fucking kill him if Abyss was not about to give her a fight. Are you fucking serious? You make Ellie look like she's the villain. She isn't. She isn't. But this is so out of character for her to do. Abyss is the only person that she has grief with, not the boy. The boy didn't even kill anyone that she cared about. So why should you give him... I'm gonna kill you if you don't want to fight me. It's dumb. It's so fucking out of character, and it is so dumb. And I hated it. But then you finally fight Abyss with Ellie. And this pathetic fight, by the way, is a fist fight. It's not a gunfight. It's a fist fight where you use a knife, which gives her a disadvantage, but still was good enough to kill her with. Or at least you think that would happen. But no. You are about to kill her, but then flashback Joel, and then suddenly Ellie doesn't try to kill her anymore. And she lets her go. And I was like, I'm done with this game. I was really done with this game. I wanted to quit. I really wanted to quit at that moment, because the whole reason that I played this game after Joel got killed was for the moment that I could kill the guy, bitch that killed Joel. But they rob you the opportunity, and they gave Abyss almost the opportunity to do it, and she would have done it if that stupid kid didn't cry. But Ellie, when she's about to kill Abyss, oh, random flashback to Joel, and she stops. She's traumatized or paranoid or whatever, but for some reason that stops her from killing her, and she lets her go. What, are you supposed to tell me that they're going to try to finish her off in the third installment? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to get the third installment. Unless the game is set... No, screw that. The fact that they killed off Joel, one of the main characters in The Last of Us 1, is enough reason for me not to play Last of Us 3 right now, if it ever comes out. I fucking hate this game for what it did to the story, to the characters, and how they portrayed them. They betrayed what their characters were in the first game, and they destroyed a lot of tension. There was not even a good reason to play this game, to be honest. I have stopped playing this game for many times. I've played this game for 4 days straight, but there were so many moments I wanted to quit. So many. After Joel got killed, I was like, I needed some room. After I saw that and I played as Abyss, I have skipped so many cutscenes. I'm saying it right now, I never, ever skip cutscenes the first time I play a game. But this game made me skip it because I was not fucking caring about Abyss, her character. And I had to play so much of her. I had to play so much of her until the tension part came again. It destroyed me. And I absolutely hated it. I'm saying it right now to all of you. Don't play this game. If you are here for the spoilers and you hit everything that I just said, you don't believe me, I'm not saying you should not buy the game if you really want to know if what I'm saying is true. But I'm telling you right now, if you are coming for The Last of Us 2 after you played The Last of Us 1, and you expect The Last of Us 2 to be better than The Last of Us 1 in story, you're not gonna get it. And you should not get the game for that purpose. Because it sucks that bad. You should at least, I'm telling you right now, I played the game knowing full well that Joel was gonna die. I was in disbelief that it was gonna happen because, well, maybe there was something like Black Ops 2 gonna happen. You had choices which would make, or at least could give you an alternate ending. But you don't get that. You don't get that. I was thinking Joel was not gonna die. Or at least if he was gonna die, he was gonna die in a good and satisfying way. A way that would end his character in a way that you could say, it's sad to see you go, but at least you go out with a bang. But they didn't even do it. They didn't even do it. They just ruined his character and then they just throw them in the trash basically. By killing him off and then spit on him even. I'm saying it. I played this game even though that many things were gonna happen. A lot of people already said things online about this game, which I thought was bullshit. Until I played the game and now I agree completely with it. Don't play this game if you are in for the story. Because the story sucks dick and you deserve better. If you're asking me about gameplay, not a lot has improved. You know those pills that you use normally to upgrade? They did a stupid mechanic with it. Instead of you being able to upgrade whatever the fuck you please, you have to upgrade something else to get to what you want to upgrade in the first place. And that is so annoying. That system by itself is garbage. You have to upgrade so much just to get what you want, and I hate it. Because it doesn't give you the option anymore in what you want to upgrade anymore. And that sucks. Zombie-wise, there are only 2 new zombies. And one of these 2 new zombies only appears once in the game. An amalgamation of zombies, clickers, not a bloater, but you get what I'm saying. It's an amalgamation of zombies put together and fused together, you could say. And there is a, well, you could say bloater 2.0 zombie that will explode in spores once it's killed, and it throws spores and it runs aggressively towards you. And it's not blind. This zombie is not blind. It's not like a bloater where he can only see you by echolocation, like what the clickers did. The bloater is also blind, but the bloater is still a better boss fight than these stupid, pathetic excuses for new zombies. People said online that they might have new zombies in, you know, animals getting infected and shit. But they're not even animals getting infected. Which is dumb. But besides those 2 things, the gameplay is exactly the same as Last of Us. There are a few things that have been improved in the gameplay. They gave you a silencer crafting option. You can craft a silencer, but sadly the silencer can only be used 3 times before it breaks, so that you have to craft it again. And which is stupid. Should have been a silenced gun instead of a temporary silenced upgrade for your gun. But the idea of a silencer was what I asked for in the first Last of Us. But this was not what I wanted, to be honest. It should have been just an entirely different gun to acquire or obtain. And the silencer could not be put off of it. And because of that, you had a new gun. And this gun was going to be useful against infected or against a lot of a lot of characters or guys that were fighting you. But you don't do that. You just have a temporarily silencer, which is dumb. The good thing about the gameplay is that you have now the option to create your own ammo, which I really like, but it will not save the story or the gameplay. Because the gameplay itself is basically the same thing, what I said, but all the other things that I just mentioned is what the game is trying to improve. Which only one thing I liked, that you could create your own ammo. And then you have also the option of fighting with melee. When you have nothing like a pipe in your hand, the melee is worse than the first game. First game, the combat was simple. If something is trying to attack you, you just move out of the range of it, and then you attack back. Last of Us 2, if something is about to attack you and you try to attack it, you get hit. But it's only worse in this game, because people will try to ambush you, while other people will try to snipe you while you get ambushed. And that is something that is very annoying. You cannot fight people from a distance. You have to kill something first before you kill something else. And those people from range could also have a gun. I mean, that will try to ambush you can also have a gun. And that makes it even worse, because then you have two people with guns shooting you and one will 100% hit you. In Last of Us 1, it was never this way. When you fight people with guns, you had cover, just shoot when a person was showing his stupid head or trying to shoot you, and bam, it's right there. You can still try to do this in this game, but the chance of you hitting that person is very small in trying to not get hit yourself or trying to kill that person. Because it's like, the moment they see you, they will immediately shoot you. Which is obvious, but when you are behind cover and they know where you are, the moment you should shoot them, if you miss, they will immediately hit you. And even if you don't miss, they sometimes will still hit you before they are dead. And I feel that the weapons in this game are a bit weaker compared to The Last of Us 1. But I still like the weapons though. But despite that they're weaker, in my opinion. If The Last of Us Part 2 is getting multiplayer, and it has been an improvement, like a co-op zombie fighting mode or something, or like Last of Us multiplayer, but with more things to do, and better ways to, you know, use your guns and shit, I would definitely give it a try for this game. But that's the only thing I'm gonna play from this game anymore. The rest of this game, I'm not gonna play it anymore. Because I fucking hate it. I hate the story so much. The gameplay wise, it was okay, but not a lot of it has been improved. And what has been improved is so small compared to the things that are just fucked up. Also, by the way, by the gameplay, you have a dodge button now. You have a fucking dodge button. Like you ever needed that in the first game. I really hate that. I mean, the dodge button is also clunky. You sometimes try to dodge it, but then you still get hit anyway. But enough about it. That's what I think about The Last of Us Part 2. I'm gonna say it again. If you really want to play The Last of Us Part 2, or want to see where the story goes after Last of Us 1, watch a gameplay. Don't play the game yourself. Watch a gameplay. Because it saves you the trouble of buying it in the first place. I regret that I got this game, to be honest. Again, the only thing that can save this game is if the multiplayer, which people were talking about, is coming, and it is going to be an improvement from the first game. That's the only reason for me to come back to this game. If it doesn't get that multiplayer, I'm done. Well, that's enough for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.